Hey my mates, thanks for the videos. I see you've sent me some more videos. I will review those either this evening or tomorrow morning. But for now, a lot of good stuff there, a lot of good understanding of what's happening. So very, very obvious. The first one, very obvious that you set the club toe up and then completely chunked it. Okay, and then rectified it from there. But also very obvious when the club hits and kind of chases the ball, what the feel and the strike and the flight are, versus when the club is reacting nicely, good low point, but following the body left. Okay, we also picked up there that bad one, very similar. Not always closer to the ball, but a sort of stall and a little drop of that right side, causing the club to come in there, chase the ball, and obviously the miss hits. Okay, so a good and a bad thing. Obviously, technically speaking, it's a bad thing, but it's a good thing because that ties into what we're trying to work so hard to get rid of in the golf swing, isn't it? Okay, now with a driver, well, actually standing further from the driver, probably not a huge issue. With the irons, it's probably the one that's also causing the right-hand miss. Okay, we know what it's from. A little bit of the weight shift, not an issue with the wedges. Okay, and then obviously not 100% sequencing. Okay, probably a little bit of issue with the wedges. Okay, I really felt how it looked to me. You got to translate how it feels to you. But especially the last set, that last video review that I sent you. Okay, I had this feeling like the body's opening up and the club's kind of kicking out here and really exiting there. Okay, that is exactly what we want. None of this. Okay, we want the club working there. Okay, so figure out, do you feel that the right side works a little underneath, or do you feel like the left side works more rotary on a nice pivot? Okay, or do you feel it the other way around? However you feel. But obviously that's the bad one, and that's the good one. Okay, we can see what that does to the club through impact, okay, and at impact obviously, and we can really quite clearly see the difference there between a good and a bad shot. Alrighty, okay, so keep working on that, and we are going to keep working on it. Alright, full swing wise, very much the same, and that, like I said, is what's causing that right push with the irons. Okay, so that's good for us. Alright, I will keep working on and have the same sort of feels now with the irons that you had in those last videos with the wedges. Okay, we're going to have those, incorporate some of those same feels. And I'm glad the tee shot's obviously been a big focus for us and getting that right foot forward. Okay, promoting that rotation and shifting in the right way, in the right direction, if we can call it that. So I'm glad that's all working, and obviously that's our best driving stats for ages. Okay. Yes, you are working on the short game, all right, technically and whatever, but I want to start tracking it. Okay, I want to see how many shots we can look at in that short game. All right, okay. To me, Trump, short game is way more about lag putting. Okay, yes, lag putting is part of your short game, all right? So you can hit a lot of good shots and still make bogeys, or okay shots, still make bogeys. Okay, and then little pitches from low areas as well. Okay, so let's just track what our short game stats are for the next couple of, let's say, 3 to 4 weeks, and then we'll have a better idea as we're working through this stuff. Okay, right, so for now, okay, I want you to do the high and low wedges again. All right, the high ones, just watch, make sure that sequencing stays. All right, okay, so remember that. And then I want you to add a little chip shot, okay, a little toe down chip shot. Okay, you can do this with a pitching wedge or a 52 if you want to. Okay, you can do it with 56 as well. Okay, but you just stand too close. Make sure the toe stays down. Feel a bit like Bryson DeChambeau and just hit little chip shots. Not thinking too much, just keeping the toe down throughout the shot. Okay, can't do it for pitching, just chipping. Okay, we're talking like our 20-yarders. Okay, so just adapt that little toe down chip into your work, please. Okay, or into your warm-up. Can I say that? If you like it, we'll put it into your arsenal on the course, but for now, it's just part of the warm-up, right? Okay, all right, so that's going to be our warm-up, all right? So first drill, okay, because of the irons, and we're obviously starting to figure out more and more why it is. Okay, we're going to do start line drill. Okay, now you can use anything. If you're on the grass, It's really, really cool to use a alignment stick. Okay, we are tending to start the ball right, so I want this alignment stick set up just a little bit to the right. So you pick that as the target. There's my target there. Okay, so for you, you're going to put the alignment stick about here, and obviously the idea is to miss the alignment stick and still hit your target. Okay, obviously I can't put it here in the ground. All right, other way you can do it with tees. Okay, or you can do it with golf balls. You just got to make sure that golf ball's quite far forward, so it's the ball's going to launch and the club still has to exit. So it's going to be sort of almost a yard. What's wrong with me? Almost a yard in front, right? So if I do the same thing there, so that's my target line. So I'm just going to move it one ball across, double check. Okay, and I'm going to try and start it just left of that golf ball. Okay, that's way left. So I put the ball in, there's like a, similar to you in a way, but there's like a big ridge there. So let's just do that again. Okay, so I'm just setting that up again. Apologies. Okay, so we're there. Okay, so definitely starting left of that ball. There we go. Okay, so that's your start line. Okay, you can also use 2 alignment sticks. And put them straight on. Again, they're going to have to go about a meter or so in front. Okay, and then try and start it on that channel. Any of those are going to work. Okay, so start line drill. All right, that's drill number 1. And let's have a look and see how many you're able to start on line. Okay, and what does it feel like? Now, obviously, we're doing that. If you shift and slide, hard. Shift that way, clear. Okay, much easier. Okay, much easier. Alrighty. Okay, so that's drill number 1. Okay, and then drill number 2, working predominantly on the weight shift. Okay, remember this weight shift is a bit earlier than you think, so you don't have time to finish your backswing. Think about your weight shift, clear. Your arm's going to come down, you're going to bugger it up. Okay, all I want is not necessarily foot back or anything like that. You can sneak this right foot a little bit forward. Okay, but I want you to feel like you're shifting weight a little to the left of the target. Okay, so instead of shifting perfectly laterally, okay, we're just going to shift a little bit that way. You can see how the weight goes a little bit onto my heel, so it ties into that putter head under the left toe draw, and obviously that functional stuff we did. But I want you to feel like I'm shifting in that direction. Okay, so obviously not in that direction. Just remember it happens earlier than you think. So finish the backswing. Okay, shift away. You can see I shifted away and then hit that upper toe. Okay, but that's me trying to demo it for you. All right. Okay, so that's 2 little drills. Little more focused on feel this week rather than draws, if I can say that. All right, and I just want to see what your feels are like and how that swing technique, body position, and sequencing hold up. Okay, I would like you just to, at the end, just to finish with a couple of drivers, just with the shoulder plank, because obviously it worked for us. Okay, so just 3 or 4 at the end. Make sure the right foot, make sure the shoulder plane, just to stay on top of it. Okay, because obviously it did work. Right, but when you say your jaw, just remember to do it at the end of the session. Okay, thanks so much. I'll review the other videos as well and get back to you. But otherwise, enjoy your session. Have a good week. And I'll talk to you later.